Alright, I decided that now would be a good time as any to exactly show off what I do. Basically, when it comes to monster breeding, go ahead and go in here for a second. This is the basis on how it works, although how I'm actually going to do it is going to be a little complex. Basically, what you do is you create conditional branches for what members are going to be in your party when you're breeding. So if you have a slime, a Drakey, and a Gubby, which is the name I was going to use for King Slime back when each of my monsters would have a default name. That's no longer the case, actually, thankfully. But now I am actually going to have a name section for each monster. So let's say if you recruit a Slime, Slime will be the default name, but you'll be able to name it when it joins up. So that's kind of helpful. Let's say you had a Slime, a Drakey, and a King Slime in your party for this. Then, if you take the Slime, let's see if I can point it over here. If they give you a choice, whether you want to breed or not, if you say yes, it will give you the choices of Slime, Drakey, and Gubby. If you pick Slime out of those choices, then it'll tell you which one you want to breed with. If you say Drakey, then that will be a Slime with a bird type, so that will be a Wing Slime, if I remember correctly. I think that's true, though. And he'll ask you if that's what you want, and you say yes or no. After which, the animation for heal will show up. I'll play the game in a second and show you what's going to end up happening. The animation will show up, and it'll say, you have received a Wing Slime. Please name it. After which, the recruitment song, which I'm using Joyous Song for that, will pop up. And then, you'll be able to name your Wing Slime. And once you're done, the default song will play once again. And then they'll just say take care of it. I was going to say please take care of the name of the monster, but there's no way for me to actually do that, since there's nowhere in the game's database that will actually store what you could possibly name this as, and short of scripting, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So you'll just have to take care of the word it, and just replace it with the name of the monster. It's not that big of a deal, though. It doesn't really change much of anything. Alright. Now let's see a demonstration. Yes, save the changes. My project window is a little small, so bear with me here. There's not much I can do about that. Oh, remember to mute my sound so it doesn't come in through both my audio files. That would be kind of weird. I'm trying to figure out a way to avoid having to mute my sound for that, but short of actually using headphones, I don't think I'm going to be able to do so. Yes, shall we breed? Slime, Drakey, Wing Slime. Yes, that's okay. And then there's the animation for a monster joining you. Wing Slime doesn't have a face yet. I have to add that in later. But there will be one, I assure you. I'm not good at names. I'm just gonna call this one Flyer. And voila. I also have to change my Princess Bride to where Wing Slime will take its place. I also have to change Wing Slime's stats back to what it used to be. There is a slight downside, though, to using this method for monster breeding. A rather annoying thing about this. Where is it? Oops, wrong thing. Here we go. In order for this to work, I'm going to have to essentially make conditional branches for every possible monster group a character could have at this point. In other words, if there's any chance, you could have a slime, a Drakey, a giant slug, and let's just say a Bean Man, for an example. Then I'd have to make every type of monster combination that any person could possibly have at that time. So that would mean a slime and a Drakey, a slime, a Drakey, and a giant slug, a slime, a Drakey, a giant slug, and a Bean Man. Then I'd have to have the Drakey, giant slug, Bean Man groups, as well as if you might have a slime and just a Bean Man in your team. It's gonna be a little complicated to do that and time consuming, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I'd rather go through all this work than have no monster breeding at all. It's not like it's gonna be all that big of a deal, since in the beginning, there's not gonna be all that many monsters you can have access to, even with the breeding. So the limited monster groups aren't gonna be all that bad. It's later on in the game, though, when it's going to be when things start to get a bit more time consuming for me. When you start having like up to 20 monsters that you can recruit at once, that's going to take a lot of work. I don't really mind though. I mean, it's not like this is boring to me, and if it means that the game is better because of it, then so be it. I knew going in that this was going to be a very time-consuming procedure, but if it makes my fans happy, then I'm willing to do so. So yeah, there's that. The only other thing I have to mention is that stuff like the library is going to be kind of weird, as well as kind of annoying. Since I think it's impossible to make a library that was in the Dragon Warrior Monster series, because I don't think the X can handle that kind of data, at least not without some heavy scripting. So the library is going to be quite a bit different. But I'm still going to try my best to actually have one show up. I'm also going to make mine a lot better. Instead of it just showing the monster and showing the moves it can learn, basically, and that's it. And a little description, of course. This one will show the monster, the moves it can learn. Oh, well, you also knew what the basic monster combinations that you can use to get one, and that was pretty much it. However, I'm going to actually show all the different monster combinations you can use to get the monster. For example, if this was well, I don't have my strategy guide out right in front of me. Let me see if I can grab it real fast. Here it is. Just give me a second. Let's say that you're looking up the info for Gulp Beast. I'm actually going to list all the different monster combinations, which would be Big Eye and Dragon Family, Dumbera times Dead Noble, Trumpeter times Digster, Golem, Lava Man, etc., etc., Godagon times Golem, Iron Turret times Iceman, Mildrak, etc., Grizzly, Dead Noble, Digster, and etc., Tungela times Dead Noble, Skullgon, Digster, and White King. Then there's Unicorn times Dead Noble. Jeez, it's easy to get one of these. Wild Ape times Digster, Lava Man, etc. And finally, Yeti times Dead Noble, Digster, Dragon Family, etc. So, I'm going to have all that data show up. I think I might have it to where you don't have to read it all, though, if you don't want to. Although, you certainly could. Or what I might have, I don't know if there's room for this, but if there's room, I'm going to put all the different combinations in one text box. That way you won't have to worry so much. If it's in one text box, it won't be near as annoying as if I put them in like 8 different text boxes, so you'd have to cycle through each one. I'm going to try and prevent that from happening, because I am doing this for convenience. There were other additions I would put in as well. Like, I'm also going to put the rarity in there, which I think is what Dragon Warrior Monster 2 did. I'm also going to list what type of equipment the said monster can learn. Yes, monsters will actually be able to equip stuff in this game. And I don't mean accessories either. Well, they will get accessories, but I'm going to take it a little bit farther than that. Like, certain monsters are going to be able to equip certain types of equipment. Like, if you're just a healer, then you're not going to be able to equip standard weapons or even armor. Most slime creatures are going to probably be gypped in this category, since their flubby bodies wouldn't really be able to equip any type of armor because it just flop right off of them. But I will try my best to keep it balanced. Since slimes can't equip armor and whatnot, they'll be able to equip rarer accessories that other monsters and whatnot can't equip. And the metal creatures, being made of metal, will be able to equip the rare liquid metal equipment that you will get farther on in the game, which will make them even more important to recruit on your team. Yeah, as if that wasn't already apparent. But let's talk about Slime Knight. He's different than most slimes, since he's part slime, part humanoid, I guess. So he'll be able to equip swords, shields, helmets, etc. But being a low-class slime, he can't equip the rare weapons and armor, and he can't equip the more powerful accessories. So that's something else I'm going to implement in my game. There were a couple other things I'm experimenting with as well. Let's see. I can't think off the top of my head. I need to write a lot more stuff down. But that's probably all for now. Next time, I'm actually gonna I'm going to actually experiment a lot more with the different options in VX, so that I can explain in much better quality what all the different changes I'm going to be making. Sorry if I'm stuttering a little bit here. I'm going by limited memory. But I think I've talked enough. This is already, 13 minutes? Jeez. And most of this is just me talking about the different additions to my game. Man. Okay. I will see you guys later.